Hai, Assalamualaikum, apa khabar semua? Saya Afdlin Shauki dan anda sedang menonton Padu Podcast. Setiap minggu, isu-isu yang berbangkit kita akan bincangkan bersama rakan-rakan dan juga taulan yang kita jumpa. Hari ini kita ada seorang, macam mana nak describe dia?
Always controversial.
Dalam bahasa Inggerisnya, residential shit stirrer.
Yeah.
Kan?
Always in trouble.
Always in trouble. Selalu naik kot, keluar kot. Tapi dia ni punya suara sangat penting, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Pasal banyak perkara-perkara yang orang tak nak cakap, tak nak buat, dia buat. Okay, so kita kena ada orang macam dia. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, berikan tepukan untuk Caprice. Yay. Don't worry, kat rumah dia tengah tepuk tangan.
Alhamdulillah.
Okay. So Caprice, kenalan saya, kita dah berkenalan berapa lama dah? Setahun, 2 tahun?
Yeah, correct.
Years.
Correct.
Dan dalam masa saya berkenalan dengan dia, selalunya mesti ada benda yang sensasi berlaku dengan Caprice ni. Dia sentiasa berada di social media. Dia sekarang ni ada...
Hey, but the first time we met is because of toys.
Oh yeah.
We both have a common. That was our common apa?
Betul,
common ground.
Betul. Apa yang menyebabkan saya dengan Caprice ni boleh klik kerana mainan. Kan? Saya pergi rumah dia, saya masuk, saya tengok ni macam rumah aku juga.
Correct.
Kan?
Correct.
Dan kita start borak pasal action figures.
Correct. So much things we have in common. The toys.
Betul.
Tadi kat masuk your pejabat, I saw your collection of Adidas jackets.
Yeah.
I collect the jackets, and I just realized now. Show your hands. We both wear 2 watches.
Oh my god.
You put photos of your family?
Yes. Ni my
your
mom.
Kids. Yeah, my kids. And we have
Alamak.
Serious scary. I think we were like we were brothers from a different universe.
Betul lah.
Sebab mainan sama,
betul.
Collection baju sama, jam pun
dan
sama.
juga Caprice mula dulu dengan music, betul tak?
100%. Yeah.
Music, saya pun mula dengan music.
Were you rapping or singing?
I was doing something in between because saya buat macam music acid jazz.
Oh.
So maknanya
Acid
ada
jazz?
dia macam Thelonious Monk, macam tu dia ada rapping sikit, ada nyanyi.
Wow.
So I buat dua-dua lah, nyanyi dan juga rapping pun ada, tapi more towards singing.
Okay.
Saya punya nyanyian tu ada cadence, so sebab tu bunyi dia macam ada rap sikit.
I see. So we have so much in common.
Ya, betul lah. But the other thing I think yang buat saya sangat-sangat terpegun dengan Caprice adalah dia ni seorang yang pantas, bijak dan sentiasa ada idea yang menarik. So that's one of the reason yang rasanya saya nak anda semua mengenali dengan lebih dekat Caprice ni. Caprice, umur berapa you tahu yang you ni suka membuat kacau dengan orang ramai?
Listen, oh man, I remember like distinctively. Waktu tu Cap duduk dekat Jordan sebab ramai tak tahu yang sebenarnya my whole family ni kaki tangan kerajaan.
Baik.
Uncle is a Navy, askar, police. My mom was a nurse.
Oh, wow.
My dad kerja Wisma Putra.
Baik.
Dapat posting untuk open an embassy in Jordan. So we opened the first embassy in Jordan.
Baik.
And I was at a American community school, sekolah international lah. So one of the reasons why Cap, I think salah satu punca yang Cap suka bersuara, I remember it very clearly. Even at that time, 1997 or 98, in Jordan, there was a Jewish boy. Time tu, the anger towards Israel was very strong. Even then, it was strong. So there was one Jewish boy named Dana. Okay, he's a tall boy. Tapi waktu tu, I didn't understand the conflict, right? The Arabs in that school did not like Dana because he was Israeli. Kita masuk sekolah tu, kita tak tanya you agama apa latar belakang you. So Cap, and I was a small, scrawny Asian boy. So we didn't have that many friends. Dah lah kita nerd ni tak banyak kawan. So Dana ni pun tak banyak kawan. Tapi I tak tahu sebab apa. He's a tall white guy having lunch by himself. I'm a short Asian boy having lunch by myself. So I go to him, right? And then we started talking about sharing lunch, just being friends. Yeah. Tapi satu hari tu, ada satu masa where I was going towards lunch. I think it was maybe selepas 5-6 bulan lah dekat sekolah tu. Ada commotion at the back of the school. I hear people shouting. It was lunch hour. So I went to the back. I see Dana's face, hidung berdarah. I was like, hey, stop fighting. Stop fighting. So the kids, the Arab kids was like say no, don't, no, he's a crazy guy. He's a lunatic. He's a XYZ lah, because he's Israeli. So at that time I didn't know the conflict. So I'm like, I told the guys, but he is not involved in the fight over there. He's just a young boy going to school here. What for you want to have this hate and resentment, right? And I was there talking to the whole group of people yang nak belasah budak ni. I'm like, guys, he did not get involved. He's just a student. His parents not even involved. His parents is a teacher, right? Takkan korang nak lepaskan korang punya kemarahan dekat budak ni. So from there, I told these two people to make peace. I was like the peacemaker. I said, guys, shake hands now, and let's all have lunch. So because of that moment where I stopped the fight, we went to the lunch area and we all sat down and had lunch. And since that day, semua jadi kawan. So from there, I don't know, I was only 12 years old. But lepas tu I became like the peacemaker of apa-apa masalah kat sekolah tu. Serious. Whenever there's a fight, hey, look for Aris. Look for Aris. Call Aris. So I would go there and like almost negotiate a true style. So sikap tu memang pelik. Awal-awal kita fikir, I was just trying to make friends. Because I was a short Asian boy. When you're short and you are not so big, you have to make do with it, having a big voice.
Right.
Small body, but with a big voice.
Yeah, betul.
So to prevent yourself from getting bullied. So from there, I think I just always had it in me. Bukan kita ambil case, tapi case tu yang cari Caprice yang you faham tak, brother?
Betul.
It was since that day I've sort of became this peacemaker in school. Sampailah my parents heard about it, and then my dad wanted me habis sekolah ni pergi study law, jadi lawyer. You suka banyak cakap, jadi lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, so as you guys know the story, I ran away from home untuk jadi rapper. So never became a lawyer. Tapi kalau ikut perjalanan education tu, I was meant to study law lah.
How did your parents take it? Maknanya masa you kata I nak jadi rapper ni kan, and you left the house, perasaan parents ni macam mana?
Oh, it was crazy. I remember it very clearly. Kenal DJ Nasty?
Yes.
Yang sekarang jadi apa? Clawman. He knows the story. Okay, so actually the flight tickets to Venezuela dah book dah. My dad dapat posting untuk buka embassy Malaysia dekat Venezuela. Semua dah pack barang. Kita duduk dekat satu hotel ni sebelum nak pergi fly to Venezuela. Malam sebelum nak pergi fly tu, I called DJ Nasty. That time we were friends, but he was part of a hip hop group. I forgot, and I was still underground hip hop. He was a DJ for a group. I forgot a group. Yeah. So I'm like, listen, bro, I don't want to fly. I want to become a rapper. Boleh tak I tumpang duduk rumah you? DJ Nasty was like, you crazy or what? Like, that's your family. Yeah. But you baru umur 16 ni, you gila ke apa? I said, no, I really want to be a rapper. Tapi I tak ada tempat nak duduk. Satu family tak akan kasih I duduk kat Malaysia ni. He said, okay lah, tapi you okay ke tidur dekat bawah, on the floor? I'm like, yeah bro, I want to become a rapper. So the next morning, I wrote my parents a note lah. Salam mom, dad, minta maaf. I'm not going to go on before anyone woke up.
Oh my God.
And zaman dulu mana ada Grab. You had to call the nombor taxi dan jangan jawab, nak pergi mana, right? I called the taxi. I said, I'm going to go to Subang. Go out in the taxi. I just packed my bags. Go out in the taxi. Ciao. From there, like I stayed. I was without a family almost for 2 years.
Oh wow.
Sebab time tu my dad baru dapat posting. So raya tak balik Malaysia lah. Dia kena jaga.
So masa tu mana you
I was staying with DJ Nasty.
Sebelum tu maknanya you pergi ke Subang tu daripada mana?
From the hotel?
Hotel di?
Is a hotel in KL.
KL.
Yeah.
Okay.
So boat taxi, just with less than I kept curi RM300 from my dad's wallet sebelum kita.
Dah bayar balik belum?
Dah bayar balik, alhamdulillah. I stole RM300 from my dad. Went to Subang, and lepas tu from there lah kept lompat lah Lepas duduk rumah DJ Nasty, duduk rumah dengan Cat Farish. Lepas tu duduk rumah dengan No Hujan. Time tu bukan Hujan, No the rapper.
No, the rapper.
It
Yes,
was
correct.
with No, Hang Dimas.
Hang Dimas.
Kita stay in this one area in Damansara.
Yeah.
Lepas tu diorang meletup, they become more famous. They left the apartment. Cap sewa bilik dengan this Indian family. And from the Indian family, they create computers. They memang produce they build computers as a business. So the husband gave me a computer in my room, and from there I fell in love with IT and games.
Yeah.
Tapi my parents at that time, they were very angry. I found out my dad was very angry. Yalah. Anak study overseas.
Yeah.
I mean, kerajaan dah lah cover cost education sebab ayah duta kan. Sepatutnya belajar sampai habis lah kan. Enjoy nikmat sebagai apa, kaki tangan kerajaan
Benefit
kaki tangan kerajaan. This one guy went against the grain. They were very angry until one day, time tu dua lagu Caprice meletup, Damn Girls and Fantasy Girls. Hits FM, we went on tour. So Cap, I was business minded. I opened my own studio. So satu hari tu my dad dapat meeting in KL. So dia turun KL lah, but my mom and my abang semua dekat Venezuela. So he said, kat mana? I said, I have a studio in Kelana Jaya. I'm at the studio now. So my dad came, wanted to see me. Dia tengok I was driving ni memang poyo lah. I drove the 2-door Hyundai Coupe. Hyundai Coupe tau. I was 20 years old. And then he came to the office. He's like, where's Aris? Oh, and then the staff said, oh, boss dalam bilik. So my dad was like, what's going on? How do you pay for the rent? How do you pay for the car? Who's paying the staff? That we had about three staff. So I said, oh, dad, sebenarnya I dah okay sikit from music. So after that day, that was the last day my parents was worried about me. Right. After they saw that I had some sort of a stability, I had income, I had an office. From there, my dad sort of dah reda lah, like okay lah, my son nak jadi rapper.
Janji jadi orang lah.
Yes. Correct.
Dan dia lega lah yang you berjaya kan.
Alhamdulillah. And
I'm sure tanpa you ketahui, your parents doakan you yang terbaik, insyaAllah.
for sure.
Semua kan. Dan Aris pula lepas tu, okay, nama dia sebenar Aris So tapi itu datang Caprice tu, Aris tu ada dekat dalam Caprice tu kan.
Correct.
So Caprice tu datang dari mana?
Budak-budak sekolah, they gave me the nickname. Tu zaman Nelly, you know Nelly? Out in here.
Nelly.
Zaman
betul.
Chingy.
Betul.
Right there.
Yeah.
So the guys in school, sebab Cat selalu pakai topi tau. They say, oh, your name should be Caprice. So every girl in school call me Caprice. Siapa-siapa terkenal Cap dulu lah. Semua lagu pasal perempuan je. The early Caprice, semua lagu pasal perempuan. Is because zaman sekolah tu memang all the girls was like fangirling about Caprice. So that name just stuck on lah.
Betul lah, baller lah ni dulu
lah. Now kita dah pencen.
Dah pencen.
Yeah.
But really, dah pencen, you just released a song recently.
Yeah, it was all just random. I mean, somehow
you release lagu tu untuk sekali lagi mengacau keadaan ketenteraman
Skibidi. It was called Skibidi.
Yeah. So macam mana pula diinspirasikan pasal benda tu?
So I'll be honest, we took a 2-year break lepas case Caprice yang besar tu, yang dekat Gaza case tu. I fell into like what we call a creative depression. I mean, siapa-siapa yang pernah ikut Cap dulu lah, we were performing everywhere, by the way, like even colleges. You see how crazy the crowd were when Caprice performed. I treat hip hop as like my exit to enjoy life. Some businessmen pergi main golf.
Betul.
Cap punya exit untuk enjoy life ni adalah masuk studio, rap ataupun perform dekat show. Right? So the music that I was making was all about having fun. So after the whole Gaza case, I fell into this creative depression where, you know what, tak nak perform lagi dah lah. I'm done with being a rapper. 2 years no song. Padahal ada je idea. Tapi I was just ni confirm kena kecam sebab nanti orang akan soal, isteri Caprice free hair, Caprice lawan ustaz tapi dia buat hip hop. You know what I mean? Because there's that dilemma there. Tapi yang paling pelik brother, is that dilemma only happened after case Gaza tau. Sebelum case Gaza, the Caprice yang launch lagu Chikaro, Damn Girls, Fantasy Girls, tak ada hal bro, is the same Caprice yang launch aplikasi mengaji.com. Time tu tak ada siapa kecoh pun.
Betul.
Rapper launch. Some people don't know, but I used to be heavy dalam industri IT. We built classroom.com, online tuition. Kita jual kepada Johor Court for 2.5 million. Siapa-siapa kenal MC Plus? MC Plus the famous cikgu-cikgu kat TikTok tu. Dari MC Plus tu, korang tanyalah diorang start idea online tu dari mana. They would tell you from classroom.com, online tuition, made money. I built mengaji.com sebab Cap tak reti baca Jawi. I thought maybe I'm the only guy, tapi kita malu nak beritahu yang kita tak reti baca Jawi tau. So the way I read the Quran is having a Rumi and then a translation in English.
Yeah.
So I built an app that is like a Spotify, macam Spotify. Pilih, kita rakam 10 Qori from around the world. Dari Perancis, dari US, Malaysia punya ustaz pun ada, Indonesia punya ustaz pun ada. Macam Spotify, 10 Qori, you pilih je suara, pilih je ustaz mana nak dengar suara, pilih je surah, tekan play and it would play like a karaoke. You ikut lah. You ikut the Jawi and the Malay. Tapi you have English and you have French translation. Time Cap launch tu, obviously kita rapper. Mana ada marketing untuk aplikasi Islamic ni?
Yeah.
It was all organic. Tiba-tiba Sheila Hamzah posted on her IG, I love this app. Wow, I can learn the Quran better. Ada another artist promoted the app and no one knew until people said, hey, no, tu Caprice yang launch. So in 6 months we had 600,000 downloads.
Wow.
Ni zaman sebelum TikTok viral, Facebook viral, IG, there's no such thing as viral zaman tu. Tapi it was so organic. We had 600,000 downloads organic on iOS and Android. And then I sold that app to another person, a businessman in Johor. And then we built Islam Pro Umrah Loka right before COVID. So waktu tu tak ada siapa pun soal kenapa rapper buat launch app Islamic. Gila hypocrite, rapper dah lah rap pasal perform dekat semua ni yang ada banyak crowd, ada perempuan lelaki mix, tapi dia launch aplikasi. At that time there was no dilemma. People was okay with it. Cap bagi ceramah almost every week dekat college in schools. Selepas case Gaza tu, I became like the musuh of Ustaz number 1 in Malaysia. Sedangkan before that case at Gaza, I was Ustaz's best friend number 1.
Yeah, betul.
Because I was mixing. I have friends in Jakim. I was doing work with Ustaz. But after the whole Gaza case, I became public enemy number 1.
Yeah.
Siapa-siapa yang tak tahu ataupun yang remember waktu COVID tu, kan kita kena pergi quarantine. I was the only guy that got escorted with police from the kapal terbang sampai the quarantine center.
Masa?
The threat on my life was real. Kita terima banyak ugutan bunuh.
Serious,
brother, that time he was number 1. We can't say his name.
Yeah.
Kita ada case injunction on we can't say his name. I was public enemy number 1.
Wow.
The guy was number 1.
Yalah, pasal
No one suspected anything.
Orang anggap dia adalah
agungkan dia his level of taksub is different level. At that time lah.
Yalah, betul.
The taksubers at that time termasuk artis tau.
Ya, betul.
Artis pun taksub dengan Mamat tu.
Memang betul.
No one believed me whatever I said, right? So I was escorted to quarantine. So from there I sort of gave up many things lah. I'll be honest, I gave up music, I gave up many things lah. Dan tiba-tiba we had to go underground sebab my IT company mati, my Rindu Rauda air freshener, which is Islamic air freshener, business mati. No one knows how much we struggle because I don't show it. But for 2 years, sebab tu Cap kahwin Alice lah. She was like the only person that did not leave me when I was at my lowest low.
Wow.
Yeah.
How do you meet Alice?
IG.
IG
DM.
IG juga.
Hit him in the DM. Yeah, really.
Oh, serious ah?
Yeah. I ni takut nanti Darkside Caprice keluar pula. Tiba-tiba every girl check IG balik. Oh, Caprice DM me too. Hopefully my Darkside won't come out. But basically I DM Alice cakap nak nak bagi dia topi. Ayat pancing. And then
anak kena tulis bagi topi.
Yeah. For what? Nak tulis for who?
Tak adalah, maknanya cara-cara dia lah. Teknik-teknik dia.
Technique? But why would you want to have the techniques?
Dah tahu.
Okay, the segment you want to cut this one out.
Tak apa, eye open. Okay.
Yeah, so from there I met Alice, and she thought I was like, wah, Mamat ni bapak kaya, bawa Jeep Wrangler, apa, ada company besar, you know.
Yeah.
But when I came back from Gaza, from the whole Gaza case, I came back broke. I don't think I ever told anyone this. This might be the first podcast. Hey, this might be the first podcast that I tell people that I came back to Malaysia broke.
Right.
I sold my Jeep. You don't see the Jeep anymore.
Yeah.
The famous Jeep Wrangler yang ada PS4.
Pasal kita perasan you always giving things away.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
kalau kita perasan Caprice is always dia bagi, you pernah give away kereta kot.
Yeah.
Betul. You bagi kereta, you bagi apa toys,
Yeah.
you bagi a lot of things. Pasal nanti kita borak pasal
Yeah, but you know why though? You know why?
Asal?
One thing I learned in life. This is one thing I amalkan lah. This is something that my dad taught me zaman cap sekolah. Sebab something about my dad. My dad's a government servant, by the way, guys. Government servant ni bukan orang-orang kaya tau.
Betul.
Right? I remember this one time balik from school, ada satu motor accident kat tepi jalan. Dah lah, semua dah penat dah. Tapi my dad ni, he stopped the car side of the road. Right? He asked the old man to get in the car and the son injured. Get in the car. And I'm like, oh, we're on the way back home. My dad just said, get in the car, go to hospital. So my dad went to hospital, and then he took his money, give to the guy, and then said, listen, I got to send my kids back home. Here's cash. Inshallah, things will be okay. So then I just asked Dad, like, why did you just stop like that? Like, we're driving home. This dah lah traffic jam, semua nak tengok accident. Tapi my dad was the only car that stopped. I just get in the car, and my dad said, Aris, the more that you give in life, right, just give. You jangan fikir 10 kali. You tak payah fikir 10 kali. Just give. InsyaAllah Tuhan akan jaga kita. And maybe that's why salah satu punca where Alhamdulillah lah, I mean rezeki kita tak pernah putus sampai terhadap kita dah KO, right? Walaupun I came back to Malaysia broke, Rindu Rada got frozen, everything got frozen. Tapi I got involved in the I can't say the name anymore. I got involved with the business, and we sold 20 million worth of stock for the company. I got a commission lah, but that company was making sales of 5 million ringgit a month. I came in, did my magic marketing. Their sales after I came in was 20 million ringgit a month.
Wow.
Yeah, but I had to leave the Islamic punya dunia because forced to. I didn't choose it, right?
Yeah.
Tapi I got involved in this other business, and it boom.
Yeah.
And Alhamdulillah, like we recovered.
Oh no, but that business you did yang mengaji tu, to me is so intriguing. Sangat such a novel idea untuk, especially lah kalau kita nak cakap urbanites yang memang kebanyakannya ketinggalan belajar mukadam, belajar Jawi, belajar bahasa Arab. So to me, so business tu jadi apa? Takkan, because once you build the app, it's there forever, betul?
Correct.
But you sold the company.
Everything was sold.
Okay.
Cuma ada a few asset that I still own, like the Umrah Loka I still own, Islam Pro I still own, Salam Jodoh Islamic dating app I still own it. A concept called Smart Surau. It's basically like AI, artificial intelligence mixed with like a fully immersed punya surau. I still own the asset, but this was all before COVID.
To build this asset semua, you mesti berkawan dengan ustaz, to get this info semua.
Most people don't know. I have many friends in Jakim. I have many friends dalam golongan ustaz ni. Cuma case yang Cap lalu itu terlalu besar, and time tu memang zaman viral. So Cap dah kena chop. Dia adalah musuh Islam, musuh ustaz.
Tapi saya ingat lagi ketika sebelum PRU 15, di mana nama Cap selalu disebut-sebut juga kerana Cap sentiasa pada ketika itu persepsi dia adalah Cap ni is one of the voice of the young people.
Sure.
Kan? Yang sentiasa menyuarakan isu-isu yang Cap rasa betul atau tak betul, atau benda semua. So at that point pun orang dah cakap, Cap ni why don't you run for office ke apa kan. Kata kita orang semua I baca you punya tu, semua yang penyokong you, we will vote for you. Betul tak?
Yeah.
Semua cakap we will vote for you.
GE15
masa tu. Tapi I don't know, mungkin at that time what was on your mind, sama ada you just wanted to build yourself a bit more dulu sebelum apa. Tapi was that the reason you yourself tak masuk ke dalam tu? Pasal ketika itu ada banyak movement kan, ada
Yeah,
muda,
correct.
you know, and then also PKR ada angkatan muda dia,
Correct.
you know, and UMNO. So
bersatu
kenapa you didn't
Armada.
decide? Armada kan, Armada, yes,
Correct.
So why didn't you decide to go in that time?
Oh, that's a tough question. I mean, sebab this is what I promised my wife lah. I actually kept memang berminat nak masuk dalam dunia politik dari dulu lagi.
Yeah.
Dari zaman kita pergi ceramah.
Betul.
I enjoy it. And kita banyak suka bukan ambil case pasal rakyat, tapi kebetulannya Cap memang dapat banyak case-case rakyat yang Cap selalu bersuara on my platform, right? So I guess eventually we're meant to go on that path towards politics. Cuma ada satu part of me where Cap takut the moment I get involved too early, mungkin I will lose my my asal usul where I'm there to help the rakyat, but if I get involved with parties, mungkin dia akan terjejas lah sikit in terms of what you want to achieve. Sebab parti ni they have their own, like you would know, you're a party person, right? You have your own mandate, your own philosophy, and sometimes you have to follow parti punya parti punya arahan. So Caprice ni I'm overly vocal about anything and everything. So at that time I just felt like it wasn't the right time lah.
So I mean, saya rasa boleh je you menjadi seorang politician yang bersuara vokal untuk menyuarakan isu-isu. Cuma macam you cakap, once you make a choice, it's either black or white, contohnya kan.
Correct.
Dan lepas tu orang yang pernah suka you pun takkan suka you.
Correct.
Just because
you pakai baju dah.
You pakai baju.
Dia macam you pakai baju MU.
Correct.
Confirm
Betul.
dia fan Chelsea akan marah. Tiba-tiba dia musuh kita dah
tak
sekarang.
boleh naik train sama-sama pun tak boleh.
Tak boleh dah. It's the same principle. The moment
Kan?
you are
Padahal kita orang sama je. Tak ada beza.
The moment you are Liverpool, you're Liverpool.
Betul. So itu masalahnya bila kita memilih sesuatu, kita akan membahagikan orang kita, especially for people like us. Kita in the public eye, kita celebrity lah, orang cakap akan ada satu divide.
Sure.
Kan, di mana tiba-tiba orang yang pernah suka you kan, aku tak suka lah, because pandangan dia macam ni.
Is it what happened to you?
It happened to me.
Okay, what made you join politics?
Okay, bila I rasa yang sesuatu lebih penting daripada saya, that I must champion.
Okay.
Which is what is going to happen to the industry that I'm in if we do not make changes.
Okay.
And the changes cannot happen daripada luar. Nobody will listen to you. Even once we're in government ni pun, nak get changes to be done pun susah.
Betul.
But at least we are in government. Dan kita boleh bersuara pada rakan-rakan yang berada dalam posisi-posisi menteri ke apa, untuk tengok masalah kita. If not, benda ni takkan fix.
So that's why you joined.
That's the reason I joined.
Did you lose friends?
Of course. You know, I lost fans. I lost fans, tapi I rasa satu benda sangat penting. People who know me, who know what I do, akan still be my friends.
Okay.
Cuma people who just know me on the surface, mungkin akan rasa, okay, pegangan hidup dia macam tu, pegangan hidup aku macam ni, so I don't want to be involved with that person.
Correct.
I had to make that choice and to live it. Saya pernah cakap dengan PMX, saya cakap, kalau kita kalah ni, saya rasa nak kena pindah Singapura ni saya. pasal no, I cakap dekat dia direct, because it was like all in lah. Kalau term pokernya, it is all in. Maknanya kita sokong habis-habisan, we did what we can for you. And dalam hati saya ketika tu satu je, we have to make PMX the Prime Minister.
Correct.
Itu je. Yang lain semua kita jangan fikir dulu, just get that done first.
Correct.
And then after that, now actually tak ada rasa teringin nak berpolitik pun sangat, because now it's done. I hope the people in power do their best to make the country a
Inshallah.
good, something bagus.
So
pada that's my, of course, you, like, to answer your question, it will create that divide. And that's the thing, the difference. Contohnya, I know banyak politician yang bagus. Contohnya Lee Lam Tai. I don't know whether you know. Lee Lam Tai was a statesman, a good politician from Bukit Bintang. He was from DAP, but he was so good to Malays, non-Malays, semua suka dia.
Sure.
He's such a good statesman.
What happened?
He quit.
I mean, what's the reason?
No, because he said I felt enough politics, he didn't want. But while he was there, even though pada ketika itu kan kita adalah kumpulan Melayu yang whack di AP. Kan? Dan ada, so memang kerja political party ni whack each other je.
Correct.
So but there was people yang was respected by all races. Tok Guru Nick kan. Dia disayangi oleh semua race.
Betul.
Kan di Kelantan. So dia orang Cina, orang Melayu semua sayang. So ada there could be people yang across board everybody will like.
Sure.
Kan. But to be that is something else lah. Nak jadi benda tu bukan senang.
Correct.
Kan. So Cap satu hari ada bercita-cita untuk memasuki politik?
Inshallah. Maybe when I'm more stable.
Stable tu dari segi apa?
Obviously financial, right? There's a family.
Yeah.
I just had a new son. It's not easy. I found out the hard way. Not easy to be a parent. So maybe when things are more stabilized dekat rumah dan dekat business, insyaAllah kita akan lompat dalam dunia tu.
Betul. Bila dah bersedia.
InsyaAllah.
Kan, tak payah jangan orang push kita masuk ke situ.
Correct. It has to be an informed decision.
Betul.
Yeah.
Sekarang ni you ada buat kerja dengan Munafik Hunter ni is your brand?
Correct, our brand.
So maknanya is it a group? What is it? Is it
it was just a movement.
Satuan,
to be honest, it was just a movement yang kita start sejak kita ambil kes-kes pasal ustaz yang terlibat dalam jenayah.
Okay.
Awal-awal kita kena kecam teruk lah. You know, like ya ke ustaz liwat, ya ke ustaz ni pedophile, ya ke ustaz ni ABCD. Tapi what we realized is that this jenayah in Islam happens a lot in Malaysia.
Ya, betul.
Cuma yang paling tak best bila kawan-kawan Ustaz Cap tak sentuh isu ni.
Betul.
Apabila
betul,
terlibat artis tak tutup tak pakai tudung
tak pakai tudung je bunyi.
Perempuan tengah tengah menari ke, ramai je ustaz buat konten kecam, inilah artis yang ABCD. Tapi apabila ustaz sendiri kes liwat, kes pedophile, kes rogol, kebanyakan mereka senyap. So I had to become that person to voice out. So when we start taking cases, tiba-tiba ramai makin ramai aduan masuk. Yeah. So that was the beginning
mungkin you rasa ni tak? Mungkin inilah salah satu cara yang diorang rasa ini macam tak bagus untuk persecute ustaz kan, pasal lebih-lebih lagi kerana ini pandangan saya kenapa orang berfikir yang macam tu, yang selalu tentang Cap ni, pasal ianya menunjukkan yang Islam ni sebegitu rupa. Maknanya ada orang-orang Islam, so it is a bad image untuk Islam.
Yeah, but the thing, there's no image when it comes to jenayah.
Betul.
Jenayah. It's black or white. There's no grey area. Disebabkan masyarakat fikir macam ni, you create a grey area.
Betul.
Where you can have room for corruption, kautim, mangsa takut nak ke depan, victim blaming.
Yeah.
We have to stop this culture of victim blaming.
Betul.
Stop blaming the mangsa, blame the pelaku.
Yeah.
Stop blaming the whistleblower,
betul.
blame the pelaku. And if we are really concerned about Islam, adakah peliwat something looked upon in Islam? No.
Betul.
Adakah pedophile looked upon Islam? No. Adakah being a gay ustaz, gay ustaz, is that Islamic? No. So if we want to really uphold Islam and uplift Islam, you have to fix at the core. Tempat tahfiz yang macam-macam berlaku, fix it. Selagi kita tak baiki the virus, selagi itulah virus tu akan merabak.
Kita tak boleh tutup mata atau sweep everything under the rug.
You cannot.
Itu yang biasa apa orang
and we cannot have a grey area. It's black and white. Jenayah is black and white.
Betul.
You either committed a crime or you didn't. You either the criminal or you're innocent.
Yeah.
But in Malaysia, unfortunately, there's a huge grey area.
Yeah.
Why? Because tak ada siapa berani sentuh
Agama.
kes-kes yang terlibat agamawan.
Yeah,
Sebab tu
betul.
dia orang semua bebas.
Betul,
Until Munafik Hunter came in.
Betul.
Until Caprice came in and tepek one by one. And kalau kita tepek ni, most people assume Cap ni tepek saja-saja ke? I've proven
Apa
this.
motif dia?
Correct.
Kan,
I've proven this in the last podcast dengan apa Yusuf Azmi semboyan yang kes besar tu. Guys, I would not bersuara selagi I tak pegang bukti kat tangan I, selagi I tak jumpa mangsa sendiri atau keluarga mangsa, selagi I tak baca laporan polis, I will not bersuara. So if you're watching a Caprice video on IG, it's because I already saw the proof.
Maknanya you dah research dah, you dah tahu.
Correct.
Apa yang you nak cakap tu adalah benar.
Correct.
Based on data and facts.
100%.
Nah, so ini juga membuat kita orang bertanya, ada tak pressure daripada orang-orang luar yang hentam Caprice?
Yeah.
Mesti Caprice buat Munafik Hunter ni, especially orang-orang yang semua yang totok, bukan nak cakap totok agama, but totok the individuals yang kena hentam ni, kan, ataupun badan, macam latest one was GISB for example, kan. So dia, adakah ini menjadi satu benda yang berbahaya bagi Caprice? What do you think?
I see that's the same point that I made in the last podcast. It's a good point. It is bahaya. I mean, my wife at least pernah tegur 1000 kali lah. Haris dah start lah ni. The moment she sees me on the phone, she sees me typing back to back, dia akan like, Haris, you dah start lah ni. My wife told me recently, like, you tak terfikir ke? You ada anak ni, baru lahir. Kita pun ada satu daughter ni yang sekolah yang quite far from us. You tak terfikir ke apa keselamatan masing-masing? Sebab when they can't get to me, they will go for the kids.
Betul.
And it's proven. Sebab Cap dah babak kecaman ni, Cap dah kebal lah. Dari zaman Gaza tu, I became more kebal. It doesn't hurt me anymore. Tapi the moment they sentuh my son, the moment they call my son XYZ, ada kids yang ada orang petik nama ni. Betul. Baby tau, tak ada dosa lagi tau. They attack my son. The moment they attack my wife, that's when they found my weakness lah. Okay, you guys found my weakness. Wife and kids.
Betul.
And it's true. Keselamatan of my family is playing in the back of my head. Tapi at the same time, macam I feel like my tanggungjawab as a husband, as a father, is important. But at the same time, my tanggungjawab apabila mangsa yang dianiaya minta tolong is also satu tanggungjawab. I have to find that balance. I think I know where it has to be. I think it's just I have to be like super rich one day where we can hire more security. Then we're good. You know what I mean? I told my wife, I think at least at the end of the day kita ada satu bodyguard. Kalau kita masih besar, kita tambah bodyguard kan? Tapi nak tambah bodyguard ni mahal. So kita cepat kaya, kita cepat tekan minyak dalam dunia bisnes ni, kita cepat kaya, tambah bodyguard. Then because she love to post videos tengah makan apa, women they love to post videos where they eat. Kalau bercuti pun tunjuk kan. I said, B, you can post a video, but 2 days later lah.
Janganlah hari ni.
Janganlah hari ni.
Oh, tahu kat mana?
Yeah, we enjoy the moment, enjoy the food. You record it, but just post 2 days later. So dia start lah nak faham benda tu kan. Tapi you're right. You told me that you shared the safety concern. You brought it up. Yusuf Azmi brought it up. It is a very real concern. Cap balik Gaza with what police escort.
Police escort.
Yeah. Now that I have a family, inshallah, doa that we make more money, so we can add more security. So at least. So at least I can take more cases. You know what I mean?
Betul.
Oh, ataupun kita buka lah NGO kan. Ada cerita macam PPIM semua ni apa, they are big institution. They ada peramai pekerja, they ada company cars, they have security. Maybe one day I will convert kita punya platform ni to jadi satu NGO. And from there we can hire more security, more people to bantu masyarakat yang dianiaya.
Betul. Wow. It's an interesting journey that you've gone through so far. Any keinginan untuk terus meneruskan dalam bidang seni yang lain, music ke benda-benda lain?
I think
mengarah kan? You ada mengarah music video apa semua?
I do.
So ada
just started again. So baru-baru ni Cap keluar dari fasa depression tu. I think my son is my punca of me getting outside of my creative depression. I look at my son, I'm like, takkanlah ayah dia nak tiba-tiba boring dah.
Betul.
Sedangkan kita ada banyak lagu kat studio.
Betul,
Kita masih semangat nak pergi studio tau. So I just started doing it again, getting the groove back. It's like, you know, like you take out an old car.
Yeah.
You gonna polish the car,
Yeah.
put some oil. I feel like that right now. So slowly, inshallah.
Cool. Good. I mean, but I hope you keep on fighting, keep on pushing.
Inshallah.
Dan jangan give up dalam apa benda yang you sedang champion, especially mangsa-mangsa yang you bantu. Pada saya itu sangat penting. Itu satu, dan kita berharap juga yang you dilindungi oleh Allah SWT,
InsyaAllah.
dan family you juga keep on doing the good work. You apa je punya end game rasanya dengan Munafik Hunter ni? What's your end game?
Honestly, I've not thought that far. Tapi after meeting Yusuf Azmi and after this conversation, maybe it's time to open like a pertubuhan, ataupun an agency, a proper agency that that can get either sponsors ataupun I mean, I don't like the idea of having fees kepada mangsa. It's like, you know what I mean? But there must be a organization, a well structured organization, supaya there's maybe 50 of Caprice. I can't do this alone. But if there's 50 of me, I believe we can shake the country and fight this criminal.
But also I think one thing that's important, kalau kita point out orang yang tak betul, we have to point out orang yang betul juga.
100%.
You know, we have to push. Macam contohnya kalau ada ustaz-ustaz yang doing really good work, we have to tell people about this.
Sure.
Kan? So because then it doesn't look like we're just going after people. Kan? And satu benda masalah kita ni adalah benda yang buruk selalunya akan jadi kecoh, tapi benda baik kurang pula orang nak sebut.
True.
So like what you're doing is a good thing.
Tapi
people look at it at the negative side.
In the beginning.
In the beginning.
And then when you're proven right,
barulah.
finally like alhamdulillah, at least now you know this is the mangsa.
Betul.
Tapi even then 30% kat TikTok lah. IG ada yang waras.
Betul.
30% kat TikTok masih akan fikir ni lah fitnah akhir zaman.
Betul.
It's tiring.
Fitnah akhir zaman.
It's tiring. It's really tiring.
Now this is the last question. I want to talk about GISB sekejap. Okay. You cakap tadi bila you buat satu content, you dah ada dia punya bukti, dah ada semualah maknanya. So apa bukti-bukti yang diterima untuk meyakinkan you untuk pursue GISB ni ke?
Okay, so first of all, everyone should know that case GISB ni has been going on for more than 10 years.
Right.
I think every prime minister pernah at least hadap isu GISB ni. Cuma mungkin the situation now is ni adalah zaman viral. Okay. So almost a year ago, 8 bulan lepas, kita terima satu aduan from IG. This says anak I cuba larikan dengan anak I, kena kejar. Diorang pecahkan my car. Caprice, I need your help. This is a huge organisation and it's based on a crazy foundation yang sesat. So I'm like, bro, nak tuduh agama ni sesat, you better have some crazy proof, bro.
Betul.
I'm not gonna just tepek ke dalam kita musuh from Gaza. I don't want to be broke again. You know what I mean? I cannot be broke twice.
Betul.
Right? I said, listen, you better have some hardcore proof. So we arranged for a meeting. He brought me 3 other keluarga mangsa. Every video yang korang tengok sekarang dekat page, ada satu page kat Facebook, Pukas Malaysia.
Pukas.
Every video on that page, I got all those videos 8 months ago.
Oh wow.
From the buku-buku to the video yang skibidi pop all that. I was looking at it 8 months ago. I'm like, shit, this is real. It's like, yeah, bro. Like they were brainwashed, brother, to believe this. So I dapat the bahan bukti. The first podcast kita tak petik the name sebab Cap takut kena saman. The second podcast, Cap tak petik the name sebab takut kena saman. But it was already brewing. Sampailah right before my son was born, one day before my son was born, Tuan Mokhtar from GISB actually came. Ingat nak hantar surat saman. Came to my cabinet event Baju Raya. He said here's an invitation, come to our function, GISB punya function. He gave me a bouquet of food. Tapi kan I tengok video-video yang pasal bulu tu, I got nervous. I'm like, yo, thank you for the food. I got nervous. I'm like, man, nasib baik dia tak saman. And then a few months later, dia buat satu press conference. Dia kata dia akan saman, and dia buat laporan polis terhadap A, B, C, D, and he mentioned Caprice. So that obviously blow up. When you bila siapa-siapa yang petik nama Caprice ni akan laju lah. Dia akan laju. So I message him. I'm like, listen, apa kata datang kat podcast, kita man to man. Alhamdulillah dia setuju. That was the podcast.
I pun terkejut
that
bila
was
I
the
tengok.
podcast. I say that was the beginning of the end. Because if you guys watch the podcast, he basically told everything without saying anything. And the next day, you know lah, kena serbu bukit apa, IGP. I mean, kena serbu everywhere.
Yeah.
A day after my podcast.
Wow.
Sebab salah satu mangsa dalam podcast tu buat laporan polis, and dua adik dia diselamatkan. And after that, it was a whole operasi. So it took 8 months.
Yeah.
Kebenaran takes time.
Dan polis pun pemantauan dia bukannya overnight dia cakap dia nak buat dia benda macam tu.
Correct.
Mesti dia orang pun dah pantau lama, tengok
Correct.
benda situasi ni dah terlalu teruk, itu yang rasanya dia had to take action.
Yeah, I mean the proof is in the pudding. Now lepas cap dah bersuara, sekarang semua buat konten dah.
Yelah.
Sebelum ni siapa yang berani? Semua takut kena
Memang
saman,
betul.
ataupun semua takut kena kecam, ataupun dia hardcore. Semua takut tentang keselamatan. Tapi lepas PDRM buat operasi, now everyone's talking about it.
Because diorang ada media team diorang juga. Ikhwan ada very strong media team juga.
Very good.
Diorang selalu datang. Now I pun macam ni lah bila I travel pergi Istanbul ke, saya memang pergi restoran diorang. Because it's the best Malaysian food you can get outside.
You might have had that
I don't know.
You might have had the secret
Tapi
sauce.
memang
Secret ingredient.
actually I don't care because it was good. You know. Dan restoran diorang bagus. So and I thought it was benda yang bagus lah. You know, if it's Muslim economy,
Correct.
yang membangun di sekata dunia.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
After the whole tangkapan and all that, I was called to PDRM to give my statement lah. Just membual tentang budak-budak ni yang dah tak ada tempat kerja ni. Actually, they are very good at cooking and making drinks.
Right.
They're very, very good.
Right.
They're talented because that's all they know.
Right.
Right? So harap-harap lepas kes ni selesai, hopefully people can absorb all this talent.
Yeah, betul.
And join the working force lah. Sebab selama ni dia pun tak dapat gaji. Most of them were not paid. Yeah, it was viral. Most of them work without pay.
So, Cap, now which means contohnya lah yang diorang kata kena liwat ni semua betul. You said you've spoken to people who said benda ni betul?
Yeah.
Mangsa?
Keluarga mangsa.
Keluarga mangsa?
The lady in my podcast, the last one, her family, dia pun keluarga mangsa juga.
Boleh tak terjadi yang ianya this is an isolated incident, which means hanya katalah dekat Tafiz ni je yang berlaku.
Yeah.
Tafiz ni tak berlaku.
Yeah, so that narrative, brother, is very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
Kita kena faham isu GISB ni, tak ada siapa boleh nafikan. Dah lah, diorang tak bayar zakat.
Yeah.
Zakat,
Tak bayar zakat.
there's nothing Islamic about you if you zakat pun tak boleh bayar.
Betul.
It's one of the pillars, right?
Yeah.
Gaji tak bayar. Okay. Ajaran sesat ni dah terbukti dalam macam-macam buku yang that was found in the premises. So who would publish? Kalau contoh budak intern dalam syarikat ni, dia tengah belajar ajaran sesat, okay lah. Sebab dia seorang tengah belajar, buku tu dia dapat dari overseas pun tak dari mana. That you can call a isolated incident. Sebab budak intern tengah belajar ajaran sesat, tiba-tiba dia meliwat budak dekat belakang. That's an isolated incident. But in this case, yang cipta buku top level, yang print buku top level, yang tak nak bayar zakat top level, yang tak bayar gaji top level. Accountability must start from the top.
Of course.
If the top is rosak, segala benda
akan jahanam.
boleh rosak, boleh rosak.
Okey, sekarang ni soalan yang saya nak tanya pada Caprice. Saya tahu Caprice ada juga perniagaan-perniagaan lain. Antaranya adalah electronic cigarettes. Nah, electronic cigarette ni tuan-tuan dan puan, saya pun involve. Saya nak cakap pasal, saya terus terang saja, pasal saya berhenti isap okok kerana electronic cigarettes. Kerana saya mendapati yang ianya, satu, electronic cigarette membantu berhenti merokok. Kedua, dia punya dia kurang teruk dia daripada sigaret tu sangat-sangat banyak. Tak tahu lah apa the word for it, but benefit dia lebih banyak daripada sigaret. Maknanya dia tak ada pembakaran apa benda.
It's a better alternative.
Better alternative. Yes, that's the word. Aku nak cari. Ya Allah, susahnya. Jadi itulah dia antara sebabnya. Dan sekarang ni ia banyak membantu ramai rakyat Malaysia, betul? Sampai sale sigaret pun dah jatuh.
It's a $1 billion industry
di Malaysia.
Di dunia.
Di dunia.
Yeah.
Dan ianya juga telah menyebabkan ramai orang berhenti mengisap rokok.
Yeah.
Betul? Which is a disgusting habit, because dengan puntung rokoknya, dengan abunya.
Tetapi KKM dah ni benda ni dah lulus dah. Is what they call it, dah di apa, kuasa.
Di kuat kuasa kan?
October 1st, no more apa cara nak jual. Dia lagi strict, tak boleh ada poster.
Tak boleh
no marketing.
Tak boleh mention
Tak boleh mention. Which I feel honestly, don't get me wrong, I support the Madani government. I believe they dropped the ball. Why? Sebenarnya the purpose of this regulation is to help regulate, number one. Tapi number two is to collect cukai.
Ya, betul.
And the cukai for this business, this industry, is a huge industry. The cukai can be in the hundreds of millions.
Betul.
In cukai, which the government can use that money. Hundreds of millions of ringgit in cukai. Tetapi, why I say they dropped the ball? Disebabkan lagi susah nak jual. Cukai pun lagi rendah.
Betul.
Had they find a middle ground to regulate better, right? Regulate better to prevent kids. You can have I kept setuju dengan YB KJ, the zero sum game, where at a certain time people will stop smoking, period. They always talk about keselamatan. But top 3 dekat Malaysia, top 3 kat Malaysia yang bunuh ramai orang, kita punya sugar level. We have so much sugar. Semua gerai kat Malaysia ni have high amounts of sugar. Teh tarik. That is the number 1 killer. Not number 2, not number 3, not number 4, not number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The number 1 killer in Malaysia is sugar. I don't hear anyone doing a sugar campaign.
Nobody banning sugar.
No one banning sugar. No one is gonna do a sugar campaign. All the big brands like your Coca-Cola, your FNN, there's no tindakan, there's no Nestle. Some of them have sugar as well, right? But yang diorang propaganda lah. I would say it's propaganda. Kesihatan last. I mean, dari kuasa, I'm not going to argue with that. However, I have to make my statement clear. They dropped the ball to collect hundreds of millions of ringgit in cukai.
Betul.
Unfortunately. And that same cukai can be used to better inform the public, better make help companies that is legitimately that wants to help the industry. Like, we are a tech company. I'm not just a company that sells this alternative. We are a tech company, always researching how to improve, how to help people who are smoking.
Yeah. Great. So itu salah satu isu yang berbangkit tentang perniagaan yang dahulunya dikontrol oleh syarikat-syarikat besar di luar negara. Syarikat rokok. Tapi satu ketika berubah kepada industri kecil di mana banyak anak-anak Melayu, anak-anak Malaysia yang buka bisnes kecil-kecil dan berjaya.
90% of the people yang jual ni adalah orang Melayu.
Dan berjaya, betul tak?
Correct.
Dan tak pernah dia minta untuk janganlah di ban ke apa. Yang diminta adalah regulate.
Yes, kita nak bayar cukai.
Betul. Apa yang diminta adalah regulatekan benda ni supaya apa yang katalah kerajaan mahukan boleh dipenuhi dan kita boleh terus berniaga. Siapa yang nak berniaga tu boleh terus berniaga.
Correct,
dengan dengan garis panduan yang diberikan oleh kerajaan.
Correct.
Betul tak?
Correct.
So itu satu benda mungkin boleh difikirkan lah.
Hopefully it has not been. I think it has not been enforced yet.
Okay.
Even though they said it be enforced. So Cap berharap pada PMO to kaji semula. We're not saying we don't want the regulation. Actually, most of the industry kat Malaysia ni nak sangat the regulation. Sebab apa tahu? Sebab apa tahu? Yang rosakkan industri kita ni orang yang jual benda yang tak masuk akal. They put drugs.
Ya, betul.
They put drugs, they jual kat budak-budak, dia keluar device yang nampak macam kereta, macam mainan. Those are the rubbish. Tapi you know what happened is this last week? You know what's crazy? Kita rasa macam kita ni dah jadi macam underground drug dealer tau. The kedai-kedai kena bisik. Cap, stock ada tak? Ada stock. Macam nak tahu, you tak post apa-apa kat IG. I memang tak boleh post bro, dah akta. So kita kena bisik-bisik tau. Oh, harga you berapa? Harga I macam ni. No, really like people dah jadi macam tu sebab you guys they make it so hard for us to berniaga.
Tapi tak ada pula macam tu Gula sekilo you jual berapa? Kan? Tak ada.
No.
Tak ada kan?
No.
Gula ni
But I know what's even more scarier.
Yeah.
Like contoh isu rokok seledup masih ongoing.
Betul.
Walaupun rokok bayar cukai, regulated, tapi isu rokok seledup ni masih besar kat Malaysia.
Betul.
Because of this akta, I guarantee you the underground black market of e-cig will just go like this.
Betul.
Yalah. Then and in the end you have more black market stuff. You have more dangerous punya goods. And last tak dapat pun kutip banyak cukai.
Betul.
So it's a lose-lose.
Yes. Okay, Cap, last kopek.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a rapid fire round.
Oh no.
Di mana saya akan tanya soalan-soalan di mana Cap kena jawab secepat mungkin.
Alright.
Okay.
Is there any idea? Any presents for this?
Present dia ada. I bagi you buku I.
Which book?
I wrote a book called Papadam. Nanti I bagi kat you. Okay. Here we go. Soalan pertama. Burger ataupun nasi lemak?
Burger.
Kereta Ferrari ataupun G-Wagon?
G-Wagon.
Okay. Poligami atau monogami?
Monogami.
Yelah tu. Tudung or free hair?
Yo, this is getting dangerous. Masya-Allah, obviously tudung. Insya-Allah one day doang.
Amin. Dangdut or K-pop?
Dangdut. Yeah.
Tak suka K-pop?
I prefer dangdut.
Okay. Hip hop or house?
Hip hop.
Nora Danish or Fazura?
Yo, I'm leaving.
No, come. Wait, come. Okay, this one, last one. Last one. Come, one more. This one ni betul-betul last. Okay, I want. Okay, tak apa, itu tak payah jawab. Takut nanti kan tak boleh balik rumah. Your last question. Okay? PKR or UMNO?
I'm leaving.
Are you leaving?
I'm leaving.
Yelah, kau kata kau nak masuk politik satu hari. Aku tanya PKR or UMNO?
Kita ikut warna kerusi ni.
Oh yeah! Alright, thank you so much. Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, itulah dia Caprice bersama kita dalam Padu Podcast. Kita akan jumpa lagi minggu depan dengan berita-berita yang lebih menarik, lebih hangat hanya untuk anda di YouTube. Jumpa lagi. Saya Afdlin Shauki. Assalamualaikum.